Excuse me. Goodness, I am sorry for running slightly behind schedule today, but I have had such a busy morning and I have been on the phone since I woke up pretty much. I didn't even do what I'm wearing today type of moment. I didn't have time for that today. So unfortunately, surprise, I'm just wearing a leotard and what else am I wearing? And a shirt. Yeah, I'm wearing a leotard and a shirt today. So, as you guys saw, I didn't even get a chance to get myself a hard copy of my magazine cover, or our magazine cover with me, and she's upstairs and my mom. But yes, guys, the girl is on the cover of this month's Bona magazine. What? Having a good head movement thing. I don't know what's my favorite one. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all your messages. I haven't had a chance to get back to everyone. I haven't even had a chance to go through my Instagram because straight after posting that I have been busy the whole day or the whole morning and I didn't get a chance to even see my messages. But thank you guys so very, very much for your kind words. I know they're there. And for the love you've poured out to my mom and the love you poured out to myself and Bean as well. Just hold on 1 second. I'm so sorry. I have to just close this door. Just creates a big echo. There we go. I'm back. So yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all your kind words and all your sweet messages that you have shared with myself and my family. And yeah, I'm in absolute awe of it all. Like I really, really, truly am. I'm in such awe of it all, and I can't believe the love that you guys pour out into my life every day. You add so much value to it. You add so much kindness to it, and your support means the world to me. I tell you guys that all the time, but it's because I really, 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 really do mean it, and I really, really do appreciate each and every one of you. Each and every one of you. But yeah, today is 2 big days. It's the Bona magazine. Whoop, whoop. After this, I'm going straight to the shop and I'm going to get myself a copy and just hold it and feel it and see it. And it's like right there. The story is so beautifully written. The article is so beautifully written. It's a true reflection of the relationship I have with my mom and of my 𝗵𝗍 pie. And of course, there's little beanies in there. Little beanie. She's there as well. Guys, my hair is so laid. Okay, excuse me. This is from Fancy Clothes. So, 𝗵𝗍 pie is there. And I just feel like this month has been just an overflow of so many blessings. I mean, it was Mother's Day last week. And I just feel as though this whole month has just been all about being a mom and mommying and being a mama and being a caregiver. And it's been filled with so much love. And it's just been so beautiful to witness. And I think at some point, I was completely overwhelmed and I felt like I am in over my head maybe a little bit. And I felt that I was just a bit too scared, but slowly but surely with the support that you guys have given me, the support of my family, and just reaching from my own self inside internally and praying to God about things, I'm able to get a lot more clarity. And I am at a point where I am a whole lot more comfortable and a whole lot happier about the decision that I've made to share being with you guys. And that is really completely has to do with you guys. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all that decision, how comfortable I feel, is because of you. If not for you, I would have probably changed my mind. I would have probably not done it. I would have probably taken it back. I would have probably kept her secret to myself all these years. And I think you guys would have honestly accepted that as well, because you're so accepting of me and the choices that I make, and so respectful of that. And I really, really do appreciate it. So that's all about the Bona magazine. Now let's talk about today on Mama Monday. Mama Monday. No magazine. I should have gotten Wellington with that keyboard today. I really, really should have, but I didn't. So, my bad. But yeah, I am here to sing my sweet melodies to you guys. Even though you voted that my husband is a better singer, I don't hold grudges, so I don't remember that happening. But you guys did vote that my husband is a better singer than me, which is just lies, fake news. But alas, we move. Today is the last Mama Monday. And by last, I mean, it's not really the last one, in the sense that I don't want these conversations to end. I don't want us to end asking questions. I don't want us to stop being a village of sort that we now have with each other. I mean, some of us have been there from I have, obviously, because I've been doing them on Monday, but some of you guys have been there with me from the very beginning when I first started them on Monday, and you guys have been there throughout. So I really, really do appreciate your support and all the love that you guys have given me. And I just wanted to say that I am really, really grateful for it, and not even for a second do I ever take it for granted. And just, I think we've really, really grown a lot. We've learned so much. We have shared so many different things. We have grown. We have laughed. We have cried. We have been very honest with each other. But the one thing that we all have done is that we shared almost everything that we have with love, and we've treated the whole process, the whole conversation, with such care and such honesty that I feel like it was a safe space that no one felt too scared to ask anything. And I think that's really, really what I wanted. And I don't want that to end. I don't want that to ever, ever, ever end. I want us to carry on being honest as mothers, to carry on being honest as parents, to carry on being honest as partners, being honest to our children, be honest with ourselves, being honest with our neighbors, being honest with everyone, because I think the world needs some truth about the process of raising kids and the changes that we go through mentally, physically, spiritually, and the growth you experience, And I don't want this conversation to end. I want us to always be a safe space for anyone to feel comfortable enough to tell us their problems, to find some kind of a solution, to vent, to share milestones and moments that make them happy. And I don't want Mama Monday to stop in that sense. So I really, really do appreciate all the time that you guys have taken out. So yeah, I am just really, really grateful for it. And then today we're going to have two really, really amazing women, really, really amazing people inside and out. And I've had the pleasure of finding that out firsthand, which is going to be Zinhle, Gianna, which you guys know as DJ Zinhle, and 𝗂𝗶𝘁𝗵𝗹𝗀, which you guys know as 𝗂𝗶𝘁𝗵𝗹𝗀. So I'm going to have the both of them on today. And the reason that I have asked them to join me today for the finale of Mama Monday was because I wanted the conversation to be about mama and being different moms and having kids of different ages and having experiences of different kind of experience of raising our kids and the challenges that we face as parents, and just the reality of what it means to mama, and how we tackle those things and how we tackle those emotions, and how we deal with everyday life. And I really just wanted us to just be an honest conversation and a fun conversation about raising our kids and how we plan on raising our kids and the different parenting techniques that we might have. And also, you guys love them so much and also love them so much. I thought it would be a nice treat for you guys to also have them. I think every Mama Monday we've had has been very educational. So it's kind of nice to just have a very open, honest, and just a mama conversation today, which is what we're going to have. Wow! Okay. Sorry, but yeah, just to have a conversation as moms and just to talk about our babies and how proud of them we are and how amazing it's been. So that is why today we're just going to have a conversation with mamas and just love, just all love. Can it just all be all love? And I know you guys love them very much and I love them very much. I've been charging my AirPods. Oh, there they are. I'm charging my AirPods because my battery is dead on them, and I didn't want to start Mama Monday with a dead battery. I didn't do a live update. Mustache still there. Asked my husband yesterday to wax it, and he didn't. My nails, ghetto. This side, ghetto. So yeah, that is basically my life today. So I'm going to try and see if my AirPods are going to work. Because if they don't, I have to use the wires. And honestly speaking, I don't want to be using the wires. They just don't look. Can you guys hear me? Please give me a thumbs up if you can hear me to make sure that these AirPods are actually properly connected, because sometimes they tend to not connect. Thumbs up if you can hear me. Thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, great. You guys can hear me. Just give me 1 second. Sorry. Oh, there you go. Sorry about that, guys. I had to send someone a message real quick, and I forgot my pad today to write my notes. So all my questions are on my phone. Oh goodness. Let me get to my notepad. Give me 1 second so I can write down all my questions before we start. I could actually like for this conversation to be flowing. Can I find a pen? Is there a pen anywhere here? Ma! Ma! There's a pen. Okay guys, got it. See, today has been an absolute whirlwind. So before I get into it, I don't want to be writing this down and then just now it's embarrassing and then I forget my questions because I wrote them all down on my notes and I forgot my iPad today, and I think it's also the battery's dead because I use it as a monitor. But anyway, I'm back now. We're focused. So yeah, I've got my pen and I am going to just give me never mind girl, thank you. My mom's watching me and who's that? No, it's fine, girl, don't worry. Okay guys, let me try see if we can get DJ Zinhle on today. She is a absolutely amazing musician. She is a businesswoman who has erred by DJ Zinhle. The one, girl, I forgot my watch. Like, gosh, time management is not my friend. And sorry about that. And she is a phenomenal businesswoman and she is a absolutely amazing mom to 𝗂𝗊, who is literally a superstar in her own right. 𝗂𝗊 is almost at 1 million followers. Can you guys believe that? Low key would have also had 𝗂𝗊 on the show, you know, low key, but she needs a day of her own. So she is Mamaka 𝗂𝗊, who is an absolutely beautiful little girl, and she'll be joining us today. So guys, please blast. I think you guys can see me when this is there. Hey, so let's see if I can get her on today. Get hiding away. I'm so excited. Okay, excuse me. Should I sing a DJ Zinhle song while it waits? Can I do that for you guys? Okay. There we go. Wafutsumlilo na malanga be angulomlilo lamlilo wafutsumlilo. This is not great because my singing is terrible today. You can see me. I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Well, I cannot see myself, Nami.
You can't see yourself. Technology.
Angazi ngoba ngisebenzisa network yase-Vodacom. Yazi Vodacom main guys.
And ngikuzwa kahle kanjani as clear as day, but I just can't
Bafuna ungangiboni. Abathandi nje.
Ubani? Ngithi umona owani engafuni uvele. Can you hear me? Guys, we are stand by, and then I shall try see if I can request her again because I can hear her perfectly, but I actually can't see her. But can you guys hear her? There we go. I can hear you again.
Oh, this always happens to me.
She's some sakazweni. Radio Mtoba.
Yay.
Can you guys hear her?
Oh, wow.
But can you guys hear her? Let's just see. Yes, they can hear you. So we're gonna try see. Do you want us to cut and start over again?
I'm gonna try from a different device.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I'll just sing in the meantime and entertain everyone with my sweet melody.
Please.
Okay. Guys, I'm so sorry, but we are seemingly having some technical difficulties, like for real, for real. And I think they'll be joining us shortly from a different device. So before Gubo Musagazo, because now Kuzo Musagazo in line and then you guys defeats the purpose of being unalive because you can't see us or her. It really is just terrible. What's the point? So yeah. She's going to be joining us later on today. And whilst I have time, let me write down my questions. Please do not judge my handwriting, guys. Also, please do put your questions in the questions box that you may have to address to Zinhle. Asking her about her journey as a DJ, as a businesswoman, and navigating her life, just giving us examples, raising her daughter, you know, different parenting techniques that she may use. So, anything mama, baby related, please do feel free to ask them in the questions box, and then we will answer them at the end of our discussion or end of our conversation, and then we can take it from there again if she didn't cover it during our chats. So yeah, I am hoping for the best now.
Hi, Sabenza.
Ha! Oh, that's a distress kanjani.
Yazi ngisanda kusho kuzama ukuthi inetwork yala endlini ke ngoba even the last time ngine interview ngine stream yenza so.
Do you guys want to continue just hearing her and not seeing her? I know it's terrible, but I could draw, but I'm very bad at drawing, so you won't see her either with my drawing in the corner. So it's a big fan. Can you hear me? Hello, guys. I'm so sorry. And I think it's delayed because I can even hear it. My mom's only now. Can you hear her on it? But let's just, guys, let's just cross all the fingers, all your toes, you know, and then let's see if we can get her on again. She must use Kara's account. That's really funny. Okay, guys, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna go off the live and then I am going to restart it. Hopefully then from both sides, it'll help if this time it doesn't work, okay? And then I will go on and then we'll come back again shortly. Is that fine? I hope that's fine because that's all we can do for now. I'll try one last time. If it doesn't work, then I'm gonna restart to the live and then you guys can join us again. Is that fine? Thumbs up if that's fine so we can all vote. Zinhle democracy in this country. If this time it's moved, okay,
let me.
God.
Because then I sit comfortably. I just.
Look at you, gorgeous. Ngiwathanda la macingcongipha wona. Ave ngiwathanda.
Iwona kuphela. Oh, masebheda kakhulu udayisa ke.
Thank you so much for joining me, my love. We really, really appreciate you taking your time out to be with us today. What's the 𝗂𝗚 ha?
Ngibona wena.
Ah, you look so
congratulations, Ben, and you, I guess, also you. For the cover.
Thank you so much, my love. I really, really do appreciate it.
You have to know that part, right? You knew it was iconic then. I think before you start, I think I've always known you were pretty, né? Just like I know, like the pretty girls. But when I saw you on the river, because I'm obviously watching like 1,000 episodes, I'm like behind because I just started watching.
You're finally catching up now.
Babe, I saw you on that show. I said, this girl is punishing. Babe, you are the most beautiful on that show. I've never seen you that pretty. I mean, you're pretty. Like I said,
thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
That show, babe, I was like, it is coming through you. I said, never mind.
Please, man. Thank you. You're making me blush. Cool. I really, really do appreciate your words, man. That is so sweet. So let's get right into it. We are having these conversations as mama, as mamas, as parents, as caregivers,
And we really just want to talk to you about. It feels, I'm not a filter, I mean. How many of playing chain when I'm full filter?
Right, oh, sandazala ngeke bakunake ukuthi unenkinga.
Yes, every time I see you, you stress me so much. I'm just glad you're not working out because I would have ended this live. If I came here and you're working out again, I've been willing to end the live because your workout videos stress me out so much. They really, really do. Yes, okay, let's actually start there now. Being a mom, and what does that actually really, really mean to you and motherhood? How has it changed yourself and the way that you view life in general?
Well, I was telling Mtoba just before I came on this call, I actually don't know much about motherhood. I don't rate myself as a good mom or a great mom. But in terms of how much it has changed, like my whole life is governed by the fact that I'm a mom. Like the work that you know what I mean? Work, the people I keep around me, like everything is literally like for 𝗂𝗏. Like the people that I have in my house, the house that I have, like just everything is about being a mom for me right now. But with that said, I do feel like I'm winging it. And that's all you can do really as a mom. And that's what I've done, but it's really been a life-changing thing for me. It's been incredible. It's scary, especially now because 𝗂𝗏 is so, it's got her own personality now. Sometimes I don't like her personality. Like, I don't, you know, like, and also just she had her first heartbreak from a girlfriend just a few weeks ago.
Oh man!
And I was devastated. Like, and just not being able to control those feelings for her.
External factors, yes.
It's being a mom for me. If you can summarize it for you, it's just like being out of control, like completely.
It's about letting go. It really, really is. I think, and that comes with a manual. You know, there's no right or wrong way of doing things. There is no, if you do it like this, definitely this is going to be a result at the end. You know, so what parenting technique is it that maybe that you feel like you have adapted to, or that you've learned to cope with along the way? Like, are you a big are you big on discipline? Are you like a disciplinarian or not? Or are you the cool mom, or is somebody else the stricter version at home? How have you actually managed to make sure that you keep her on toe, but letting her be at the same time?
I think in my heart, I'm like the strict mom, but in reality, I really am not. No. I rely on the people around me, especially who are also moms, and I'm very lucky to have strong like women around me. So 𝗂𝗏, I don't even feel like she's influenced by me. She's got influence from Uzama, from Ulin, from myself, from my sister. So I never say no to help, like
ever.
Like, you know what I mean? So that has helped me. But in terms of the kind of mom that I am, I'm very big on communication. Like 𝗂𝗏 and I have discussions about things. It's even better now that she can understand. Because my friends used to laugh at me when she was younger and say, you do realize that she's just a kid. Like, she's not going to get... But now she knows.
Grow towards that, You build on that. You build on that,
Also, she's so smart. And I mean, all moms think their babies are smart, but she really is smart.
Yes.
And, and she speaks so well because we don't baby her. Like... And sometimes I feel sorry for her because I'm just like, she's around so many grown women that she also, like, you could even see that sometimes in her pictures, like, you can see that she's got, like, she's grown. Like, she's 4 years old. Like, every time I look at her pictures, I remember myself. Like, this is her confidence and just, like, how she is. Like, she's she's around so many, like, bigger girls.
But I think that also is a great indication of you and how you're raising her. And I mean, I love the fact that you're able to have a balance between her being a baby, she's 4 years old, but the same token, she's grown enough to make decisions for herself And that is something that you should be proud of. That's something that you all should be proud of,
Oh
because
yeah,
it
she
really does
negotiates. I don't know if you
take a
saw
village
her.
to raise a child. Yeah. And
Yeah,
even in terms of 𝗂𝗁, how did you come up with the name? And I have to ask that as well. How did you come up with the name 𝗂𝗁?
I didn't come up with the name. I wanted Kenya as a name of a child, but we thought we were having a boy, so the name was going to be King, because we're supposed to be King Forbes. And then it was a girl. Then we were just thrown off because apparently Kenya was not cool enough. And then and then 𝗂𝗁, when I think Keenan and Dales came with 𝗂𝗁, and then we changed the C to the K because of Keenan and 𝗂𝗁.
Oh, that's very sweet, actually. So every name ends up having a significance, I think, into a parent's life, and it manifests into the child's life. Look at her; she's full of so much personality. She really is like a country of her own. You know, she's a person of her own. And even managing on social media, how did that come about? How did you actually decide that?
I don't touch her social media. Her social media is managed by Lynn, her grandmother. I remember even when I decided to register her on Instagram, I was sweating. I was like, what am I doing? Why am I opening an account for the baby? I was sweating. And then I posted the first picture, but then I made it private. A few people followed, and I just felt like, oh my God. And the funny thing is, to this day, we still make a lot of frustrating calls to Lynn, but we're just like, why do we post that? It's a lot. It's too much. It's like, you know. So she literally, even at this point, doesn't know what not to post, because we could approve something.
You just never really know. Yes.
You went too far, or you know what I mean. So it's very tricky. Like, there are days when I feel like, just take it down. I can't have my child up there so much. And then I had a conversation with a friend, Yusuf, and Yusuf said, he told me about something, I think he'd read somewhere about kids that are born into fame, and the trick with not you know. So I think now we have conversations, because now 𝗂𝗁 sometimes would have encounters with people where she realizes that, okay, this is not normal, or this, then she'll ask us, no, this, we're very honest with her, so this is what's happening, so that we prepare her for the life that, you know, she's born into, instead of trying to shelter her from everything and that. So it's just that gives me comfort to know that I'm at least preparing her
for the realities of life, because life is really like that. And dealing with it in, like, outside of social media, how do you deal with it when you're actually walking in the shopping center, and here comes a person who recognizes you and 𝗂𝗁, or maybe 𝗂𝗁 is actually by herself with 𝗵𝗵𝗍, and goodness gracious me, 𝗵𝗵𝗍, listen here, uyasebenza uKlamy. Understand when 𝗵𝗵𝗍 works hard. She's so good at it. She's on the ball. I absolutely love watching 𝗂𝗁's page. And I think, thank you for sharing her with us, you know. And I realized, because I often ask myself the same question when I had to introduce Bean recently. And I remember talking about you and 𝗂𝗁 and 𝗵𝗵𝗍 with Ntando, my manager. And I said to her that, you know, I realized why people follow baby pages and kids pages. Because I was looking at 𝗂𝗁, she was playing with her doll and she was washing her doll. I'm like, it's a bit of an escape from our adult reality, that life is so harsh sometimes. Kids are cute, and it's nice to actually just watch someone being, you know, she's watching her dolls, she's having such a great time with it. I was able to not think about anything upsetting in my life for those few minutes. I was able to just look at her and smile and just be in a bubble of just pure love. And I think that's what kids embody.
And I won't lie to you, when I saw that you had published a few pictures of Bean, I think I remember feeling the anxiety of, like, the day that I opened 𝗂𝗁's account. I think I told Pearl or something about it. It's like, oh my God, it's so weird how seeing pictures of Bean, like, finally being revealed, just made me feel so anxious about, like, oh my God, like, you know, I had the same feeling. But yeah, you have to prepare them.
Really do. And speaking about,
there's no correct way of doing it.
There really isn't. There really isn't. And even speaking about being a parent in the public eye, how do you think that has affected your parenting and you as a mom? I mean, we live in such a digital era and in such a now era that sometimes being a parent can be challenging on its own without being on a big platform. And how do you find those challenges every day, actually, and how are you dealing with them? I think this is something that relates to a lot of people, be it on a smaller scale or larger scale. A lot of women have to actually deal with that decision of sharing their life with other people, especially on social media. So how are you finding that transition?
So I think my relationship with Cairo, or the decision that I want, or that I've made for my relationship with Cairo, is one where I've decided this relationship is going to be the most honest relationship I'm going to have with anyone. Like, that's my standpoint with Cairo. Like, our relationship has to be the most honest relationship. Like, so with that said, I was saying to Nomuzi the other day that a lot of people used to ask me about like everything, like whatever you know me for, like whether it's a breakup scandal, whether it's a I don't know, late payment scandal, whatever, you know.
Whatever.
I feel like, and we're talking about that, and I was saying, I feel like I'm okay with things being out there because then I don't have to lie. Then I can just live an honest life. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so you know, but I didn't pay the rent, or also, you know, I didn't shop for this. Like, I feel like whatever's out there, like, I'm just like, I'm happy that stuff is out there because then I don't have to lie. I can just only be myself now. And whatever's out there might, for some people, is considered like the worst that has ever happened to any human being. Great, I can't do worse than what's out there. So what can I do with all this time, with all this freedom? I just want to become myself, and that's what I want Kara to watch. So even with the parenting, I'm the simplest person. Like, I'm the most straightforward person. Like, I'm easy. I don't like, if I don't know stuff, I don't know the stuff. If I know something, I know. If I want to research something, I research it. If I don't, like the other day, Kara said to me, I must redraw some owl that was on a magazine. I said, what? You think I can do anything?
Moms can do anything, don't you know? Mom, you are Picasso.
No, babe, she said to me, but mommy, you said mommies can do anything. I said, girl, must have been a very bad day. Must have been a bad day because mommy lied on that day. I don't feel the pressure of I don't even know which angle you were like looking at this from, but for me, like being a famous person and being a mom, I feel like it's also afforded me like things that I wouldn't have had maybe if I was in a different space. But also everything comes with its own burdens, you know. Like sometimes I'm
pros and cons to it,
at the mall and not, you know, worry about if someone wants a picture, because those are the things that you also have to put in place for yourself. Like when I'm with Cairo, like no pictures are allowed. Because
exactly, precisely that I actually wanted to speak to you about that in that external environment. Yes.
If I got distracted and then someone took my child, I always think of the worst case scenario.
And it happens. It really, really does.
I'm really hectic about all that stuff. So I'm really doing the best that I can. But is it the best that is possible in the world? No, but I think it is definitely what Karen and I need to do for each other. Because like also she must do something for me.
That's what it is. She must get a job.
That's what I said to her. Girl, you are so expensive. I needed to start working around here, like something. Was opening the door. She was so serious about her job.
Shame, man.
Yeah.
But she's working hard on her Instagram, you know, and it's really, really is. And I think that's also another way of looking at it. The fact that she is learning how to work in the sense of working in the 21st century is working in 2020 is influencer work, and that is a job, and she's doing it really, really well. And I think it gives kids also a different kind of confidence to watch her and learn from her, you know, and us as adults to like a place to escape. And I think I must say that I absolutely loved what you just said about an honest life. I absolutely love that so very much. And I think for me, it's a completely different way of looking at things, which I have not looked at before, you know, because in the sense that I'm a person that wants to keep everything of mine and everything of mine together, you know, everything of mine private, but in the sense that being an honest person and having an honest life really, really leaves very little room for anything else that you have no control over, because you're honest about it, you know, and you're also very human about it. And I think sometimes people may have a tendency of looking at a person like yourself from a distance, you know, and not realizing that you actually are a mom, you actually are a human, you actually are a Zinhle, you know, you actually are a person who has a family to take care of. You have a mom that you also have to take care of. You know, there's people in your life that are yours and yours alone. And even within public, I think I love the fact that you said that you don't do any pictures with Cairo, because that for me matters. You know, I'm the same, because when I'm with my husband, I don't take pictures with him because that's his time. And I should be with him, engaging with him fully. And it's a very scary world to live in. And really, kids are getting taken, you know, kids are getting stolen, you know, kids are being trafficked all day, every day. And I think the public in general needs to understand those boundaries, because they're not isolated to only yourself or only to myself. I think even anybody who's even on a public eye feels the same way. Or if you're with your family and you're with your children, there really isn't moments where you want to be taking pictures with people that you don't really familiar with. You know, it doesn't matter who you are.
It's a very difficult balance, you know, because there are times when I really feel bad, you know, like what if this is this first person, this person's coming to the
first and the last time, yes,
and now, you know what I mean? But like, I have to think of the safety of my child at all times. Yeah, that nothing is more important to me than that.
And speaking about her and the airport, and you're always traveling, how do you deal with traveling and leaving Cairo, especially in the beginning? I mean, also you've now been a mom for almost 5 years. Well done to you. Really amazing. I think kids' birthdays should be also the parents' birthday, because you did this. You also did that day, so it should be double birthdays. I'm passing that new law. I'm passing it on now. That's going to be a thing from now on. We get double birthdays. How have you actually been dealing with having to travel, and especially I think working at night a lot? I'd imagine your career requires you to work at night a lot. How do you juggle spending time with her and also being fully immersed in your career and building yourself? I mean, you have 𝗟𝗶 Zinhle as well, that is doing so phenomenally well. So many moms have to work. So many moms have to work and leave their kids. Are there any advices that you can probably give them? Because I know it's not an isolated thing. It happens quite often.
Well, in the beginning, it was easy because I couldn't wait to have the house. I said, woo! Thank you. Thank the Lord. I am done with this period. I am out. I'm not even like you. I said, woo! I cannot wait. I had Cairo through a cesarean section, but 4 weeks, my first gig came. I said, I'm going.
You going?
I fully recovered in 4 weeks, because I asked the doctor, I said, what can I do to make sure that like I heal quickly? He told me this, that. I said, inside.
It's like a bear.
My first gig was after 4 weeks. 𝗂𝗶𝗶𝗶 said, I'm going. But also, I wouldn't that easily if I didn't have someone that I trusted.
Yes.
And luckily, that from the day Cairo's been born, Lynn's been there. I just took pumps and I left some milk there, and I was out. And I was so determined to breastfeed. I'd go to shows and pump and leave at the freezer, travel with it in the morning. Like, I was so determined. And then, but now, I mean, the older she grew and the cuter she got, I was just like, never trying to leave my child. And it just got harder, but not that she understands, she has phases where she gets it, where I'm just like, oh, my independent girl, she knows mommy has to go to work. For the quarantine, she was not coping. She was not coping at all. She was just crying and throwing tantrums. She just had it, like, she's just had it. So there are times when it's easy to manage, but what helps me the most is just the support that I have. And that's why I always encourage people not to reject help, because some others feel like they're heroes because they do everything. But you're suffering, you know what I mean? Days like where I just don't want to see Cairo. Like, I love her, but I just need time to myself. And if Lynn can take me for a day, great. Like, I'll use that. Yeah. So, but like I said, there's just, what helps the most is just having that support, knowing that she's with people that I can trust at home. Zama, Lynn, my sister. I have a lot of great people around me who contribute 100% to like
no, support is really important. And I think a lot of women, as you just said, we end up straining ourselves when there really is no need in the sense. Obviously, it's different if you are by yourself, but even then, there's always going to be somebody that can ask to help, you know, because raising a child and being a full-time parent is a lot of work, mentally, physically. You know, like this morning I was up at 5, you know, just no one to sleep. She was up at 5 o'clock and removed, I'm like, girlfriend, it's 5, you know, like, why are you still up at this time? And then I realized,
but it's not cute.
You know, I'm just like, I realized in that moment that I'm so glad that I can stay up with her now for this hour and then go back to sleep, because I know that her nanny is going to come just now and take her. and then I can carry on sleeping. And I feel like it's really important to know what works for you and what are your self-love moments. Like, how do you show your self-love? As a Zinhle? How do you actually take you back your time and become yourself and not be Zinhle uMagakhair? So what are your coping mechanisms?
Before I tell you what I used to go, I've been playing dolls like since the lockdown. Oh my God, I absolutely cannot stand it. Like I think it's weird that we have to like be dolls and say, oh Tracy, you are so naughty. And then the other, and she's good because she's great at changing voices and changing like even that doll to babe, I am devastated by it. She loves it. It's the one thing that she loves the most. Like of all the things, like if you could fly to, like she loves oyster box. If you could fly to oyster box with mommy, if you could play dolls, if you play dolls.
That's what she wants.
Oh my. Yeah, and for hours, every day.
Every day.
Babe. Anyway, my coping mechanisms, and you see, I think she gives me a lot of space.
When she's playing with her dolls by herself without you there that day.
She's also because Lynn, her grandmother, is a teacher, has the background of being a teacher. She's amazing.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, she's the best. Activities for her, like things that I didn't even know. Like I was like, Lynn, how was I gonna know about this if you were not around, like to help with this child? So Lynn is good at like planning her day, which is the time she'll be doing this. So now I'm playing dolls and things guys for a specific amount of time. So she generally gives me, she generally gives me, but I mean I escape mostly through books and music. Like that is like that's like I love doing those two things, like especially music. Like if you introduce me to new music and I think it's dope, like you're the dopest person.
You earn it like a bear.
Yeah, but I mean we are home most of the time, and I don't like being out. I mean even outside of lockdown, I just enjoy being home because I'm happy at home. Like I won't lie. Times when I was traveling, like there are times that I really enjoy just being able to be out of town and be by myself at the hotel for the whole day. But in those moments as a DJ, because you're traveling all the time.
Yeah.
But when we're at home, like we spend time together, but most times she does leave me alone. But you can't fall asleep in this house.
As soon as you she feels like now it's my time to shine. Now let's play. Now let's do all these fun things together. And can you imagine how tired you actually are?
Mommy, are you sleeping?
I'm like, yes. It actually brought me to my next question with the current lockdown and how you guys have been coping at home. I think you touched on it a little bit. But what does your typical day look like when you wake up in the morning and it's on lockdown? It's another day, can't really go anywhere, can't really do anything. And where is your mindset actually when it comes to spending time with family? And how are you soaking it all in? Are you adjusting well to it? And what coping would you actually give to other parents? I think I watch your workout videos a lot. And most of the time I'm going skip, because my guilt is right here. Because I could be doing the exact same thing and I'm not. So I'm like, skip. Now let's see what else she's doing, So I know that you do a lot of fitness stuff, a lot of exercise stuff, but what else is it that gets you by at home since the lockdown is happening?
Yeah, so working out is definitely number one. I think it just keeps my mind fresh, like, because I can't not work. Like, it's crazy. Like, but also just being home has made Carrie so comfortable. Like, she's not worried, because now when she was going through the most, I'd just be approaching the door. She was like asking me, where are you going? So now she doesn't even care. I could go to the door and back. She doesn't care. She's just been so comfortable. So it was nice to watch her just like also like be comfortable with the fact that home. I feel like that just gave her like a certain comfort that she's always needed. That to just know that I'm there. Otherwise, like training, I train a lot. I'm on
you train a lot.
Yeah, I'm on the phone a lot with my friends. Also eating more than I would normally, which doesn't make any sense. But I promise you, I think after my workout, I just feel like I can do so much work. It just revives that day. I can do 𝗟𝗶 𝗭𝗀𝗀 still has to do some work. So I push on that angle, like I'm trying other things also to just keep myself relevant. But another thing that's also been a big thing for me during this lockdown is just looking at other artists and what they're doing during the lockdown, especially and checking how I can elevate the game for myself or female or DJs in general. But I've just been watching people and like learning this, stealing that idea, because we have to try a different way now. Like I had an online gig like last week. I was playing for 80 people online. I was in studio alone and they were at home alone. It was a weird thing. We used to have like
people interaction, yes.
It's just 𝗟𝗀𝗏. But now I find a new way of doing things and I've enjoyed learning. I'm enjoying the learning process. It's frustrating because even the turnaround, like to new ways of making an income is really slow.
Easy.
So the turnaround is super slow.
But I think the fact that you are saying that you are looking at different ways of interacting with people, I can actually imagine how hard it is from seeing people almost every single day and interacting with lots of people every single day, and being in such like, I think your environment that you work in is so much energy, you know, it's like a live wire, it's electric stuff, you know, like in a band, you see people dancing, and I think surely that gives you some kind of pleasure, you know, like I look at myself sometimes, like at home, and then that beat drops, and then I lose my mind by myself, I'm like, yes. I'm thinking to myself, I'm sure DJs must seeing us doing this at home and singing and doing this to our songs.
If there's one thing, like, and I've played for all types of crowds. Like I've played for black people, white people, mixed crowds. But the one thing that I enjoy the most, and my friends will tell you, is when we are at the club and I'm just watching my black brothers and sisters spend their money.
Good time.
Right now, they're spending their money and they're just, hey babe, there is nothing that makes me happier than that. Live their best lives, babe. I'm just like, wow, guys, spend this money, like let's have fun.
Chop it.
I'm not champagne, but yes, inside this is so what? I love watching black people party. Like go to clubs sometimes, and it's the fact that I can contribute to that and I can play a set. Like just watching this guy just drinking his beer, just like inside. I say, my brother. You get me.
Within, yeah. You know, so speaking about music now, surely it actually does take something out of you, you know, like I imagine creating a song is not an easy task, you know, like sometimes, because I think being in the creative space in general makes you look at things from the creator's point of view as well. Like, how do you actually listen to the song and think to yourself, that's it. See, that is the one that's going to make the people dance. That is the one that is going to make us do this. You know, when you're sitting down and then the song goes, they're like, and it makes you walk back into the club. How do you actually feel to take out that feeling, and how do you actually go about creating that process? Are you finding inspiration right now, especially in the lockdown, and how are you actually coping with sourcing inspiration? I think you touched on it a little bit, but maybe just a little bit more of how you actually are sourcing inspiration right now.
So your first question, like, how do I know if it's a hit song? I don't know. The only song that I knew from day one, like when I walked out, like I knew 𝗟𝗏𝗏 was a big song. Like from the day we walked out, like but all the other songs, I just never know.
You must feel it in your heart.
Yeah, I do think they're good songs, and because I'm a DJ, I know what songs catch in the market. So I'm like, okay, this won't work. And I love easy songs. Like, you know, oh, we go. Like, I like easy songs.
And I like being able to sing to a song as well.
Yeah, I want people to be able to sing along to your song, but I normally don't know. And the songs that haven't performed very well for me, those I knew wouldn't perform well.
Okay.
But so I'd have a feeling about a song, and I'll listen to it, because I need to listen to a song like for 2-3 weeks. And there are songs that I just know, no, this song's not gonna cut it. But there are songs that I'm just like, I hope they get this. Like, you know, Go is I think a different take to my piano. Like
yes, it really was. I thoroughly enjoy it. Yes.
Lucille's voice, like it's a different kind of special voice. We're in studio. I was just like, I hope they get this, they get the sound, they get what we're trying to do.
Didn't your ears burn with your earphones on? Your ears didn't burn with the earphones on. Like, didn't just like burn. Like, okay.
No, the thing is, the nice thing about my music process is that I always work with people who are so dope. Like, people who are so simple. Like, who are easy to work with. Even 𝗓𝗲, I feel like when I worked with 𝗓𝗲, I just knew I was working with an easy guy. Like, this song was going to be dope. And I remember even when Lucille wrote the song, she said, what is it going to take for you to leave your man? I said, no. What is it going to take for you to live your life? Write lyrics like that. But
it's been inspiring, yes.
When we came to the chorus, I kept hearing this, oh, we go, oh, we, and I kept saying, oh, we. She's like, no, I was like, no, just try it. And then I realized, oh my God, I was listening to me, do. That's right. In my head. So like, there's so many things.
I will never be able to not think about that every time I listen to the song now.
You will. And just forget it. No. Like you think about, you know, you get inspiration from different things as a musician. Like sometimes you'll hear a hook on a song. Sometimes you hear something that you thought someone sang and you're like, oh, it sounds nice if that person sang it. Like that's another thing that also like if you're working on a song and you suddenly like hear something or you thought you heard something, then maybe that thing is supposed to be there. So with music, I mean, I'm also like surrounded by like a lot of musical people, like during this lockdown for some reason. So like I'm in music and it's great. It's very inspirational, I think. But otherwise, like I'm just taking it one day at a time. I'm talking to my friends on the phone all the time.
Yeah.
I was even telling Nomuzi, you know, we shouldn't be hard on ourselves. Like Nomuzi and I, like last year this time, we didn't even know what gym was. Like we were just like, what? People go to gym for what? But now, like we've made so much progress. Like, so it just and this is another thing I wanted to say to you about music. How I know the song's gonna be big. Pearl has a very good musical ear, and Brendan, and 𝗟𝗏. I haven't tested Nomuzi much, like you know, but those three.
We're able to tell you the truth as well. Yes, la friend.
Obviously, Pearl's the hardest place.
I think I'm
like that was just like she's just like,
and she'll tell you the truth. And I think, as you said, living an honest life and having people that are honest with you in your life, I feel like there's no way you can't grow as a person. And I think looking at your life from outside, I must say that you really are surrounded by such loving individuals that are 100%. So true to you. And every time I've actually met you, you always speak so highly about people in your life. I think that really, really does matter. Having really amazing people in your corner that are supporting you, that push you to do better. And I think how you also support your friends and how they support you is a beautiful thing to witness, a beautiful thing to watch. And even being able to remain so true to each other. I think obviously over the years and you guys grow together, you learn together. It's really, really so commendable. And I must say that it's something that I look from outside and I think, oh my gosh, I absolutely love your friendship. And I love how honest your friendship is.
Thank you. I mean, we spoke about that. I mean, we speak about it all the time. Pearl, Nomuzi and I are very much aware of what we can do for each other, you know, when it comes to our careers.
Life.
Like,
yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah, life, sisterhood. And I'm not even lying to you. Like, we want to do it for other people. Like, we want this type of energy to grow, like, in the industry. I don't have to like, but if you have a magazine out and it's a dope cover, you need to be able to post it thinking, Guti, this is going to contribute to my industry. I mustn't think about myself over. So I think also now we just call it that. And I only noticed it when I was looking at Nomuzi's timeline and on Instagram and Twitter. Who's always posting this person. Well done. Congratulations to that person. I said, friend, you are working every day. She said, but
You're
that's the
working.
thing. In our industry, it means the industry is growing somehow,
Yeah.
some way. Like
there's a positive impact on it, yes.
Yeah. So when you talk about that sisterhood, we really want like that sisterhood to translate to like every person in the industry. We want to like build other sisters, like support each other. Like, I mean, if you have like a new deal, like it doesn't have to do with anything with, like, I must still be able to say congrats just because it's going to elevate what you're doing and then elevate the industry.
Make it better for the next person as well, yes.
I just hope that like make people get that. Like, we just need to support each other.
That's
for the industry.
It takes nothing away to be a nice person, you know, in general. And speaking of which, you know, when I met you, when I meet a lot of people in this industry, I tend to be I'm very scared of people. And I get highly, not intimidated in the word, but, you know, when you respect people so much and you think that they are out of your reach or they're not in the same wavelength as yourself, or you think that they are so phenomenal that you end up feeling smaller in a room. I must say that when I met you, you never made me feel that way. You know, the energy that you brought was so amazing. I couldn't actually believe it. Like, I couldn't believe it. You were so sweet to me. You were so honest with me.
No, actually, generally people just think like I don't, you know, I'm not friendly or welcoming. But for me, it's just like I'm just in a room most of the time thinking, where is the nearest corner for me to just hide?
That is me all the time.
Like,
all the time. And I feel like the more you actually have these conversations with people, the more people feel the same way, that some people think that you actually stand offish, but the truth is you yourself are feeling like you are inadequate, or you want to move somewhere where no one sees you, or that you want to just be by yourself. And I feel like the more conversation I actually have with people like yourself and other people in the industry, the more I just feel as if, guys, you know, you know, everyone gets stage fright, you know, everyone has fears and things that scares them. But I love that we are being honest about it. And the people that I've been fortunate enough to interact with a lot of industry that are in my life have been very honest with me about how it feels when they are in different spaces, have been honest with me about, you know, what they've faced, you know, and the hardship that they faced and the really amazing stuff that they faced. And also how they feel when they're in different spaces, because we all tend to think that people aren't human. You know, I tend to think that, oh, you're going to walk into the room and it's just going to be guns blazing, you know, you're going to be like, I've arrived. You know, that's what we all think, you know. And there we are, still up in a corner, just eating our food and minding our business, which is completely not what anyone would ever expect. And I think that's what I actually ended up doing the night I met you, like on 𝗟𝗀𝗃 and just talking. And I had to pinch myself a little bit. Gosh, guys, I'm really sitting here, Zinhle, you know what I mean? This is really, really kind of amazing. But I'm going to act cool because you're being so cool. So I think it's really, really, just want to tell you that I really, really appreciate the energies, and I really appreciate the love that you've extended out to me. And in every encounter I've had with you, it all has been leaving me feeling really, really good. And just feeling good about you, feeling good about life, and just feeling good about myself. And I think it's really important that a person leaves you with a feel-good feeling every time you see them. So I'm really, really just want to tell you that randomly. So yeah, that's how it felt.
Thank you
So
so
I don't want to take too much of your time. I'm going to ask you a few fun questions. I'm going to ask you, okay, now we know what Kara's favorite thing to do with you is to play dolls. What is your favorite thing to do with Cairo? And what is your favorite song to play together? And your current favorite song that you're listening to?
Favorite thing to do with her is sleep, for sure. No, I'm not even joking. Like cuddling my child.
Like cuddles.
The cuddles. But now sometimes she won't cuddle. She's just like, oh, mommy, you're making me hot. But when we're asleep,
making me hot. Like, I got you.
Yeah, like, yeah. No, I never thought my child would be like one of those children that love 𝗄𝗃 and like, she's definitely into 𝗄𝗃. I'm not into it, but I also realized that Kara is into a lot of things. She doesn't box herself. She loved There's a song by Black Motion that's not even out yet. I got it like, oh, I think it leaked, but it's not really out. Called 𝗵𝗵𝗆.
Yes.
Otherwise, she loves the song. Like, she loves the song. And yeah, what song do I like right now? I guess I'm listening to Nomuzi's song a lot. I missed out because I was like, can people hear how good the song is? Like I called Nomuzi the other day. I said, Fred, you know that the song is good, right? Like he just like, but I've been listening to her song a lot. I listen to Go every day for some weird reason. And then, like I said, like because of the PJ party, a lot of DJs send me music that they're trying to push. And I've just also enjoyed the process. Like there's so many talented producers. Like my God, the music that they send me is incredible. My music, send me a song. It's like I'm listening to that song every day. The guy who was on Umlilo with me, 𝗍𝗲. 𝗍𝗲's got a song out now called 𝗍𝗲 with 𝗵𝗲𝗍𝗲. Like, I'm even jealous. Like, you have a song with 𝗵𝗲𝗍𝗲, like, and I don't like how, but the song is incredible. Incredible.
I should like to listen after this.
Yeah, and I was listening to some songs that 𝗍𝗲's done with other artists. Like, so I'm just enjoying the process of listening to all this not upcoming, but just like there's people that are sending me exclusive music. That's been done. Yeah.
I can imagine. I think music is such a great escape for a lot of people.
Oh no, I can't even believe like I'm in music. Like every once in a while, I'm just like, I work in music.
Yay!
And it's the same thing like with being a mom. Like I'm just like, well, guys, I'm actually a mom. Like I call Brandon and say, I'm actually a mom.
Clearly, you never get used to it because I often look at Bean and I look at her, I'm just like, Aibo, you really are my baby. I'm really, really your mom and you're my child from my flesh. You know, I made you from scratch, from my body. Do you ever actually get rid of that feeling? Like, what moments is it that you look at her and just look at her and just marvel, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is actually mine. You know, what moment? No, I don't want to say one. What moments have you guys shared that really, really gave you that feeling of, oh my goodness, this is my life and she is my life? And
I guess it's just how much she negotiates. Like, she's still negotiating everything. Oh my gosh, can I negotiate? Like,
can you negotiate?
And I'm telling her, like, you are playing me. Then she said to her dog, you know, this dog's been playing me. I said, oh, child. This dog's been playing me. I said, because you play me. Yeah, she'll negotiate, like, or she'll use that. Like the things that you said to her, she'll use them back at you. Then you know, yeah. Then I look at her and be like, you even talk like you are a fully functional person.
Yes.
That came from my tummy. Like, this is crazy. Like, just sometimes I watch it. Like, I obviously think my child is the most beautiful girl I've ever seen, man.
And she is so beautiful.
Look at her. And I'm just like, Cairo, like, how are you this beautiful? Like, you're my child. She's like, so
and
yeah,
she is. She really, really is. She really, really is.
No,
because of time, I'm gonna have to wrap it up because I still have chess but later on today. And clearly, I really do end up talking a bit too much, and we can talk forever, clearly. But I really just want to say to you, thank you so much for taking the time out today. Thank you so much for shining your light on parenthood by just simply being yourself and simply living your truth and living your life. In doing so, believe me, you are lighting another pathway for other moms to see that it's possible to do everything that they want to do. And that I'm speaking on sincerely from myself, that there's so much I've learned from you, there's so much I continue to learn from you and grow from you as well. Thank you for being such an inspiration.
Well, well done to you too. I mean, you could literally be just like lazing around and do nothing because you deserve to, your mom, but you've put this platform up. And I didn't know how powerful these platforms were until we did a blog with Lynn. And these things really work. Like, people need this information. So well done to you. You know, congratulations. Lynn is a star. And you look beautiful. Like, please don't feed your child juice 𝗟𝗶𝗍𝗀. Like, if there's one advice, Like, you know how
Do you
like
want to
some
give?
moms, yeah?
Yes.
Some moms don't use the same bottle that they use to feed the child obesity. They'll use the same bottle to give the child juice or
Yeah. No, I don't think I'm gonna be that person.
chewy lid is not good. It destroys their teeth. Just like buy a
Yes.
bottle, please. Like even if it's the cheapest one,
Yes.
and their teeth are ruined, and because they're giving them juice using the wrong, bottle, or they give them
Yes.
right. Now the children, like, just take care of your children's teeth, guys. Like, please, for me, like,
You
because also
beg.
I think someone think, oh no, these teeth are gonna come off, and then they're gonna get a new set.
Doesn't matter. No.
Yeah, just
It
educate
doesn't
yourself.
matter.
Please take care of your children's
Are
teeth,
there
and
any other words that you want to share to other mommies that are looking up to you and in Cairo and
just
the
be
relationship that you
care of
have?
yourself, man. You guys are doing well. You guys are incredible. And take all the help you can get. Like,
Yes.
yeah.
Thank you so much for joining me. I love you so much. You are so
I love
amazing.
you
So lovely chatting to you. Thank you so much. Until I see you again at the pajama house party.
too. Bye.
Hey, bye-bye. This time I'm going to say bye-bye to
Wow.
you.
You should be locked up forever.
Bye, babe. There you go. So guys, that was absolutely amazing with Zinhle joining us today. I think we had a really amazing conversation. I was able to remember most of my questions. I'm really so happy. But yeah, I am running a bit later because of time. Obviously, I have to get Jess on. I think she's waiting for us and she's been watching and laughing at me because she knows I'm always late. I'm like never on time for anything. But yeah, I'm gonna have Jess on now. And